Is Akhil and welcome to btech Guide. So in this video we'll be discussing about one IBM question, and here you go with the question. This one type of question that was asked yesterday. One of our candidates have written test, and considering here, so analogous array, a convert agent has some critical information stored in the form of an array of integers. The array contains sensitive information and it has must not be revealed to anyone. However, there are few things about the array which we need to know. So these are the conditions which you need to consider when we write the code also. An array is said to be analogous to the secret array if all the following conditions are true. The length of the arrays is equal to the length of the secret array or key. So we'll be passing some array with the values, and that should be equal to the length of the array. Okay, and each integer in the array lies in the interval upper and lower boundaries. So there will be values in the array, right? So that value has to be between the lower bound and then the upper bound. So we need to take the parameters from the user like lower bound, upper bound, as well as the array of integers. The difference between each pair of the consecutive integers of an array must be equal to the difference between the respective pair of consecutive integers in the secret array. In other words, let the secret array be s of 0, s of 1, so on, s of n minus 1, and let the analogous array be a of 0, a of 1, so on, a of n minus 1, and then a of I minus 1 minus a of I must be equal to the s of I minus 1 minus s of I for each I from 1 to n minus 1. So this is the entire condition. Like we need to write two loops or one loop to make this condition satisfy. Like s of I minus 1 minus I minus s of I is equal to the a of I minus 1 minus a of I. So that we need to make sure that. So given the value of the interns, lower bound and upper bound inclusive, and the array of differences between each pair of the consecutive integers of the secret array, find the number of arrays that are analogous to the secret key. Okay, so let me go to so this topic, secret key. If there is no array analogous to the secret key, return 0. We need to return 0. So here is the example. See, so consecutive difference is equal to minus 2 minus 1 minus 2 5, and lower bound is 3 and the upper bound is 10. So just consider this minus 2 minus 1. So let us see here. So the logic to create an analogous array starting from the lower boundary, start with the value of 3. So subtract consecutive differences, difference of 0, 3 minus of minus 2 is equal to 5, and subtract consecutive differences 1, 5 minus of minus 1 is equal to 6. So subtract consecutive distances 2, which is minus 2, right? We need to take 6 minus of minus 2 is equal to 8. So every time what we do, 3 minus of minus 2 is the first element here, and then once we subtract the value from there, we will be getting the 5 as the result. Then we need to take this 5 and we need to use the another value in the array to subtract or add, and then we need to get the resulting. Then again same. So we need to iterate this process over and again till we reach the end of the array. Okay, so note that the above values is out of the bounds. All possible analogous array are 3 5 6 8 3 4 6 7 9 4 and 5 7 8 10 5. So when you write this analogous array, just we need to make sure that the values are between the range of 3 and 10. Okay, so here you consider, see, all the values are in between the 3 and the 10 and equal to. Okay, so same. So complete the function description. Count analogous array in the data below. Count analogous arrays as the following parameters. So consecutive consecutive of difference of n. So difference of each pair. Let me go to this picture as of now. Okay, simple, and in lower bound and upper bound, and return the number of arrays that are analogous to the secret key. So as simple as that. So let us see the one example here. So before we saw one, right? So here you go. So the number of consecutive difference size is 3, and then array is minus 1, minus 3 and 2, and we have the upper bound as 2 and 8. Lower bound 2 and upper bound as 8, and sample output is 3. The possible analogous array are 3 4 7 5 2 3 6 4 and 4 5 6 8. So the answer is 3. So this is how we need to get the values. So for that, let us open our code environment and let us write the code for that. Okay, so let's shift to the Python and write the function. So def count analogous arrays of. So we need to pass the 3 parameters, right? One is consecutive difference and lower bound and upper bound. So this is the parameters which we need to pass. So let us write the base condition, like what is the n is equal to size 3, and we need to pass the array, right? So let us call this user array, and append the values like, so let us consider this case only. So 3 n is 3 and we are passing -1, -3 and minus and 2. So -1, -3 and 2, and the lower bound we are using, lower bound is 2 and the upper bound is 8. Bound 2, upper bound is 8. So now let us print the function. So print of count and logs, count lowest difference of, and we need to pass the user array and lower bound as well as the upper bound. So all done. So we have passed all the parameters to the function. So let us come here and see. So for everything we need to write, this is a basic functionality that we need to do as of now. So see, so subtract every consecutive different distances, like 0 we take 3 and then -2 of -2. So this is what we need to do over and over. So for that, let us take a count variable is equal to 0, no semicolons for Python, okay, and then for I in range of lower bound comma upper bound plus 1, okay, and then user array, let us set to an I. So every element will be taken into an array, and then let us create a flag here. Flag is equal to, so let us before set as true. So when we toggle this flag only, we'll be counting the entire result, okay. So for difference in consecutive differences array, for every I in the consecutive difference array, what we need to do, we need to get the next element first. Next element is equal to user array of -1, and then what we need to do with the difference, that is in each element in the consecutive difference array. So what we are getting, we are adding or subtracting. So we are adding the value to the user array of I. So user array of I is the value that the upper bound and lower bound has, okay. And then if next element less than lower bound or next element greater than upper bound, what we need to do, we need to toggle the flag, okay. So flag is equal to false, and then let's break it here, break, okay, break. So let us come out of the loop and let us append the value once we come out of the if conditions. So if user array dot append of next element, okay. So till now we are good as of now. And then if flag, so after that, and in case, as I told you that we'll be counting based on the flags, right? So if flag is true, then we'll be incrementing the count plus equal to 1. So at last what we'll be doing, like we'll be returning the count. So that's the actual output we need to get. So return count. So let us see for this case what we'll be getting the answer as. So as in the picture, we need to get the answer as 3. So let us type it. Oof, all set. So we have got the result as 3. And let us check for the another case also. We have another test case given in the pictures. So this is the one, right? So in input array is 2, 1, -2 and 5. So let us copy this one and then paste it below. -2, -1 and -2, -5 and 3, 10. -2 and 5. We have 3 as well as the 20. So let us see the output. We need to get 3 and 3. So for the first one also we need to get the result as 3, and the second also, as per this explanation, we need to get the answer as 3. So let us click run here. Hooray, all done. So this is how you need to write the code. So this is one of the question asked in the IBM placement test yesterday, one of our candidates have written. So this is the logic, and every test case is passed, okay. And in case if you want to optimize the code also, you can do with the optimization and everything. So that's it guys in this video. So let us catch in another video, and every bringing lot of job opportunities and placement drive questions and everything. Just stay tuned on our channel and do subscribe. Don't just directly view and escape, okay, just for fun. And let's catch up in another video. Bye bye.